Okay, so I got my computer, well, I got it like last week, but the little Wi-Fi adapter it came with didn't work. I tried different drivers, wouldn't work, so I'm like, hey, can you send me I messaged the computer company, and then after I did that, I ordered one, and I made sure it had a software CD, because I didn't want to have to just plug it in and hope that it will work. But I bought this. It looked a little sketch, but it works. And what's funny is later today, after I got this, the new Wi-Fi adapter from the company I bought this computer from came, and you know what? I'll have a backup if I need it, and the little driver CD, it came with one of these, and it was kind of hard since this is at an angle and it doesn't really have, but it worked. So I'll just have that and this software CD, and it should work. So it's like a Realtek wireless thing. But yeah, I got my internet all configured on here. I put all my music and all that shit, and I have a couple videos to upload that I used OpenShot or OpenShit with. It's okay. Let's go on. Let's look at Alibaba, see what kind of garbage is on there. And what's sad is microshit. I hate Bill Gates as a person, but his operating systems are pretty good. If I could, on a regular basis, I would use Windows XP, but like I've said before, I wish you could still activate it by phone or by internet still. I wish you could, because if that was the case, I would totally use XP on a daily basis and have one that has like a big ass hard drive and just, but yeah, nope. Anyway, and then we have and then in June 2022, it's going to Internet Explorer is gonna crap out, unfortunately. Which honestly, if I could still use Internet Explorer, I totally would use it, but it's not really supported anymore. But let's look on Alibaba. And I have Shop Greedwill and Worst Bay on there. Let's go on Alibaba. 2022 Consumer Electronics Online Trade Show. Oh, so is this CES? I kind of want to go to that one time, but like you got to have some kind of like personal, or not personal, but you have to have some kind of thing. Let me sign in. Okay, so I saved some on my favorites. This one, it kind of looks like some cheap 70s console stereo. It's made by a company called HSY. I got all kinds of weirdo names. Yeah, they have ones. I guess this is like your little new console stereo, if you will. I would love to find what company. Oh, I know what company makes these, but they're about $400 for one of these, and it's Victrola. It's an 8-in-1 music center, but it doesn't have AM. I would want to get it with AM, but this same design of like amplifier, it has that kind of German, like 50s or 60s German style radio to it, like the 2 dials, like the gold and the push buttons. This same thing is used in a lot of other junky crap boxes. And here's some radio, and you can get some of these little cheapo pocket radios. Shipping is $23 for a little $4 radio. Yeah, no. Got more little cheapo radios. These, which are made by a bajillion companies. This one looks halfway decent, and then you got this one. Usually what these have going for them is the cabinets, but still that isn't really that good. Huh. 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 Guess it doesn't exist anymore. What else? This one, it looks like a little consulate. What? Why did this... Am I not connected to the internet? Yeah, see. Yeah, it just disconnected. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I would say I do like the cabinet. It does look nice. It doesn't look half bad. Yeah. Okay, so for those of you who have wondered, so this was the camera that I used to film a good deal of my videos. It's a Sony CyberShot DSC S930. It's a 10.1 megapixel. It takes real good photos. As you can see, this one's kind of battered. And the reason why I don't use it anymore is because this little thing, the switch broke off. Remember my grandmother, she had one of these. This isn't the one, but this is the same exact model, but not the specific one she had. Remember, she'd let me go out. She'd let me go out and go outside and take pictures with it, and she'd put the pictures in an album. But she liked this camera, and she let me use it, and I liked it. I mean, I was a kid, so I didn't know any better, but I think that's kind of why I got one, and it still works. I think what I'll do is I'll just keep it as like a backup, or like not a backup, but like I'll just keep it on hand. It'll really just be a still camera, not really a take video camera anymore, because the little switch got broken. But that's why I got this camera. It's a Fujifilm FinePix A160. It records standard definition, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm uploading a video right now. Anyway, let's get back to looking at cheap garbage electronics on Alibaba. This is what it looks like, except mine's black. Here, I'll find a picture. Oh, that's what it looks like. I really wish that Fujifilm still had this model, because it's a nice basic camera, but obviously where it shoots HD, but where it uses AVI files and JPEGs, not MOV files. But the only fine pics they have is the underwater one, and it's about an arm and a leg. And honestly, these cameras aren't really meant for, cameras like this aren't really meant for video. It's really like a camcorder, but I don't know why, but I just like I like using point and shoots for video. I don't know why. And you may be wondering, Why don't you use your phone? It takes better than video than all your cameras. Well, that's true, but getting editing the shit on my phone is too much of a hassle, and putting and getting the pictures or getting the videos off my phone onto my computer so I can edit them is too much of a hassle, so I may as well just use a point and shoot camera, so that's why I use them. Here's one that I like. I think it looks pretty okay. I bet its sound quality's garbage, but like I said, most of what these usually have going for them is the cabinets are usually a decent shape, or usually somewhat decent kind of quality. And I don't know why, call me an idiot, but this I kind of like the design of this, but I know it's a cheap hunk of junk that's just worth the garbage can. I think Do Sound. I'm not even gonna begin to try to pronounce that because I'll probably end up cussing, or not cussing, but I'll end up probably just saying something else other than whatever. These also seem to be popular. They look like little black plastic crap. See, they got their little tiny one, and then they got this one, and these have built-in speakers. But if I had one of these, I would want to get one with the external speakers, because these look really small and they look like they'd sound like garbage. But I had beans last night, so I can't help it. They have this one. It kind of looks like this is like the tabletop version of your Crosley dance set. I'm sure you could get it imported with legs. And they got one that kind of looks like, I kind of like this one. Not really. Looks junk. And yes, they still make CRT TVs in some form or another, but I think they're meant for like third world countries, not. But I would totally get some of these, but get them with, my monitor's stupid. Get them with, have a digital tuner in them and have like composite, and then have RGB, and then sell them as gamer's choice. That'd be so funny. And then you got this, which I would totally get this. I kind of like it, but I bet the ship, and I can't just add it to cart. I'd have to negotiate with them what the price is, and that's probably an arm and a leg. But, and then thought about getting one of these little cheapo cameras. This one looks kind of like one of those cheap Hong Kong radios. There's more of those cameras. They have a camera that's just like this. It has it looks they have the one that has digital zoom. If I ever found one cheap, I'd probably pick it up, but it's got digital zoom. I want to test it out, but I would want to get one like this with the optical zoom, because I don't know, it's sad, like there's not many camera manufacturers that make dedicated point and shoots anymore. And I think I found the Crosley phone by Skywin. They seem to be okay, but I bet the quality of products are not good. Here's your Crosley phone. I'm gonna save these all to a folder called Junky Crap Boxes. And they got another one of these little doohickeys. This one that kind of looks like a cheap 70s console stereo. I like this one. It looks like a, well, obviously it's a cathedral radio, but I wouldn't want to get it with this ugly ass dial. Yeah, maybe. but they make it in a table model too. It says home classic clock. That's kind of, I think, what it looks like. That Jwin had a radio just like that. I kind of like it, but it's a POS, and it says you can optional functions, CD player. Yeah, that'd look tacky. Remote control. I would just get it with this, not any of these crap. CD player, that'd look tacky on it, but I mean, so did the cassette decks or whatever. I don't know. Oh goodness, I think Victrola marketed this hunk of junk, but they don't have it anymore. It must have cost them too much to make. Yeah, I guess it cost, yeah, $85. Who wants to play their records on a wall? If I ever found one of these, and if I had some cash to burn, which, well, right now, yeah, I don't think many people got a lot of cash to burn because inflation's so fucking high. I would maybe get one of these, but yeah, looks like a piece of shit. And you got these. Here's one. It's Sylvania. Whoever owns them imports this, but it's like a rosewood color. What else? This one, which I kind of like. Looks like some old table radio, like a garbage representation of a table radio. Oh, and then let's look at the juke boxes, or junk boxes, I mean. 3-speed turntable with Bluetooth and basically one of those junky, basically one of these, but in insanely looking cabinet, and they got the cheap. It's basically one of these, but it looks like a jukebox. Same garbage amplifier, same garbage speakers, same garbage turntable mechanism, which is basically like any record player that's been made in the last, oh, I don't know, 35 years, is all these cheap mechanisms, but the older mechanisms seem to work better than the new cheaper ones, because they've cheapened out on the already cheap mechanism. I guess, so like 30 years ago, the cathedral radios and all the old looking radios came back, and I guess now the new thing is ghetto blasters. That looks like a Crosley, their little table model radio, which I think they have like a private manufacturer of junk. And they got these, which I think, yeah, these are made in India. These little, I've had two of these. They're not that good. They work, and here's your cheapo Crosley Cruiser, which honestly, if they were this, honestly, I really wish that they were this price. I wish you could get one that's just a basic record player, no Bluetooth, no nothing, just a record player, maybe an aux input, but and it sell for like $25 at like Dollar General or something. Then that would be a little bit more reasonable. But these are being sold for $60. I saw one. It was at Target, and I about threw up. I hate this show, or I don't know if it's still around, but it's called Fixer Upper. It's with Chip and Joanna Gaines, where they go and ruin old houses. Anyway, they have a little artsy fartsy brand called Magnolia, but I saw one. It had like a faux denim. It looked basically like some old ragged pair of jeans, but like on one of these, and it didn't even have a box. it was $80. Like, what the fuck? That's like insane. Oh, and then I think this is like your only record changer anymore. This. My slow internet would do this. It's a record changer, but it doesn't even look like a BSR or the clone of a BSR. But it's basically this stereo, but in a bigger cabinet with a record changer. So there you go, camera's dead. Bye. Now that wallpaper's more like it.